Hello guys, what's up? This is Mortaza. Welcome back to a coder's journey. This is the next video of my NgRx series. If you guys haven't watched the previous videos, please make sure you do, because as I have told you before, everything we cover in this series is based upon the ideas that we have already covered in the previous videos. In the last video, we kind of talked about state management, why we need state management, what are some of the common scenarios where we would need a robust solution for our state management. As I promised you in the last video, we are going to talk a little bit about managing a state without a library. So now we know that we need to manage the state of the application because the user interacts with the application, because the application involves some asynchronous operations, and because components need to communicate, right? Now, how about doing it without a library? How about doing it manually? What are some of the challenges? In the absence of a dedicated state management library like NgRx, developers must use local component state or service-based solutions. These approaches can work for very small applications, but as the applications grow in complexity, these become very challenging and cannot scale well. We're going to go over some examples. Lack of predictability. As a state logic becomes distributed across components or services, so in small applications which are composed of, I don't know, 5 to 10, components, no problem. Local component state can help. But when you have like 50, 70, or 100 components in larger scale applications, the logic for your state management becomes distributed across components and services. So this will make the situation very challenging because you cannot predict how changes in one part of the application might affect other parts. Lack of predictability. Difficult debugging. Debugging becomes more complex when tracking state changes scattered through the application. As I told you, one of the benefits of using a library like NgRx is time travel debugging. So you can debug your application in terms of state management. But without the library, debugging becomes more complex when you want to track the changes in the state. Why? Because your logic of state management is scattered throughout the application, and understanding the sequence of events leading to a particular state can be very time consuming. So basically, you cannot easily understand what happened in the application, what were the steps that the user took that brought the application to this specific state. Whereas when you use a library like NgRx, time travel debugging will become a breeze. Next, code entanglement. Without a clear structure for state management, code entanglement may occur. This makes it harder to maintain, test, and extend the application. So again, because the code for state management is scattered all over your application in services and in components, code entanglement or spaghetti code is very probable, and of course this makes your code base less maintainable, less testable, and less extendable. These are some of the challenges of trying to implement a state management without a dedicated library, and these are the exact reasons why we would like to have a robust state management library, a dedicated one like, for example, NgRx, with its full potential to make our state management a breeze. So I'm gonna end with this video again here, but in the next video I will probably talk about redox principles, because as I told you, NgRx is all about redox, and it is leveraging the principles of redox for making a state management library so that you guys can better benefit from its many advantages. I think that if we talk a little bit about the principles of redox, it will make understanding NgRx uh, very easy. So in the next video, I will probably talk about that. Anyway, if you guys haven't already subscribed to the Coder Journey, please make sure you do. Watch my other series. Stay tuned for the next video where we are going to talk about redox principles.